MacDonald. I am one of Lucy Maud Montgomery and Reverend Ewan MacDonald's grandchildren. The hymn you just heard was written by my grandmother. Lucy Maud Montgomery so loved Prince Edward Island. Reverend Ewan MacDonald accepted the position of minister at the Union Presbyterian Church and the Norval Presbyterian Church. My grandfather, my grandmother Maud, my father Stuart, and his brother Chester lived in Norval for the next 9 years in the manse.
Kate, can you tell me something about your grandmother?
Certainly. My grandmother was born on November 30th, 1874, in a very tiny little hamlet in Prince Edward Island called Clifton, New London. Her mother died when she was 20 months old, and her father was busy traveling for work, so it was thought best that she be raised by her maternal grandparents in Cavendish, Lucy and Alexander McNeil, where they managed the local post office. Maud grew up in Cavendish. She was a good student in school and became very interested in story writing. She was well looked after, but was raised in a very strict manner. She had many friends, and as a young lady became quite interested in fashionable clothing. Her education led her to Prince of Wales College and on to Dalhousie University in Halifax. She became a certified teacher, and her first teaching job was at the Bedford School in Prince Edward Island. Maud was 34 years old when Anne of Green Gables, her first novel, was published in 1908. This story of a young girl has been published in over 50 languages and continues to provide inspiration for young girls everywhere. Maud so clearly showed how much she loved Prince Edward Island, for all her novels are based in her home province, except for one, the Blue Castle.
Hi, I'm Anne Shirley, Anne with an E, and I live in Green Gables. Lucy Maud Montgomery created me to share her love of PEI with the world.
As a young woman, my grandmother had many suitors.
Nate Lockhart,
I have teased his life half out.
William Pritchard, and Mr. Mustard.
Unwelcome advances.
Lem MacLeod, and Jack Sullivan.
Nothing much in them.
Lewis Dyston.
I felt sorry for him.
Ed Simpson.
I thought I cared for him.
Oliver McNeil.
He saw me out everywhere.
Here is the Barraclaw residence in Glen Williams.
Welcome to the former home of Ernest and Ada Barraclough in Glen Williams. Ernest was the manager of the Glen Williams Woolen Mill. He was board of director at Georgetown District High School, active in his church and community. Come inside and experience this lovely Edwardian home, built in 1901. Oh, do come in. I have just had tea with my neighbors, the McPhersons, next door. Come along.
Some of the recipes have names, some that I recognize. There are people from Norval, people from the island whose names were familiar to me. But it wasn't until the publication of Ellen Montgomery's edited journals by Drs. Mary Rubio and Elizabeth Waterston that I learned more about the recipes with women's names on them.
We told you a story of people in our past, so in our memories, their deeds will last. They lived in difficult times, but they achieved such greatness in their lives. We are ordinary people living in a village who live each day in laughter and tears, but we truly consider it a tremendous privilege that we've been surrounded by such beauty through the years. We invite you to share with us this feeling and see nature in all its glory and hear the whisper from each old house, the treasure of the untold story. Remember the people and remember each deed, and return to your homes with the joy you need. Sunday was that rarity, a fine warm day. In the afternoon, Myrtle and I had a delightful walk over the West Branch, through the woods on its banks, and out to a little point on the Credit River opposite the manse. What a wonderful view! How long it is since I had a walk in the woods with a kindred spirit. Come and visit Norval and learn why Lucy Maud Montgomery wrote, "Norval is considered one of the beauty spots of Ontario."